Time now to look at some of the undercard races of your weekend of racing, starting off with PUKEKOHE race number 1, 2,400 metres is the trip of the Mount Shot 2,400 metres. Aidan Rodley, Brendan Popwell have kindly joined me to take you through the undercard. 2,400 metres here, Mongolian Legend, $3.50, Brendan.
Yeah, look, he's a horse who's in good form at the moment. He was beaten 5 lengths behind Alfarando, though, when he was a short price favourite on Melbourne Cup Day is $2. Alfarando was big in the race. Look, he covered a lot of extra ground, but also Mark Brooks spoke after the race and said that's where he loves it. He's always won his races in open spaces when he's won at Ellerslie, for instance. So he's a horse that presents an opportunity at 55 kilograms with a good gate, $3.80. Angel and Blue Jeans, another runner, Aidan, that's in very good form. She's a stakes performer as well. And Beaufighter, Nina Aurora, it's a nice way to start the day.
Yeah, Beaufighter was really good last time out. You make an interesting point about El Fernando, and probably it's a reflection of what they want to do tactically here. I'd just be interested to see how they play it with Angel and Blue Jeans as well, especially with Sam Spratt doing the riding. They're likely to get handy. Mongolian Legend was just dictated to last time out. I think from the trail he's going to be in a better spot. Smedley presses forward, and who knows what they'll do with Arai Guru.
Well, he could be in front, couldn't he? Even though he's at the back of that speed map, he's a horse who could be up forward and having a go at the leaders. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, you just never know. But this is, as we spoke about, a very good win by El Fernando. And, even though he's been jumping as well, I think I have spoken to Frank and Faye Drummond about this. It's just sharpened him up. It's just got him going again. And the days that he was winning at Ellerslie, he did look like at an early stage a horse who was going to really rocket his way through the grade. So maybe things have just worked out for him, and he's got himself in a nice, happy place again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you did see Mongolian Legend hitting the line. It was just it was a race that nothing sort of panned out for him, but he's a winner of 4 from 12, and he's a high-class horse. He beat Smedley, who's a race rival here, by 21 lengths, 2 starts back. So I wouldn't be writing him off. The other horse I really like here is Angel and Blue Jeans. You know, the run in the Jackalbury Stakes was terrific for third that day. Beat home Maygrove, I know, was unlucky, but it's come out and won an Awapuni Gold Cup, franking that form. And then in behind Beaufighter last time out, but comes in 3 kilograms better after only going down ahead. So Angel and Blue Jeans is my real push for this race, and I'm using bank bet on them.
Okay, Quaddy kicks off race number 2, the Open Mile, courtesy of HR Fiskin and Sons, which sees the return of El Warhorse El Soldado up the top at $71. But Camino Rocoso, Aidan comes in here with some strong credentials and looks a race where he might get his chance.
Yeah, exactly. Here's a horse who beat Charles Road and Cote d'Or last preparation. Finished on really well for third at Ellerslie last time out, and that was in that Carbine Cub Trophy. But he's short 240. He does dominate this market. I thought there's a heap of speed in here. Woodsman, Rock the Bank, Silver Assassinov, the Kipling Girl, White Pippi Lad, they're all go-forward horses. El Soldado is probably not going to sit as close as what I've got him there, just fresh up from new preparation. But Barrier 2, he does love being out in front.
He does, yeah. And White Pippi Lad could be the one that ends up eventually getting right across, as you've got in that map there. Could be a horse who's drawn out wide and keeps on sort of rolling across. Yeah, Camino Rocoso, it's hard to work out his runs as per. I thought he was certainly behind Heaven's Keep. He finished second, and he was eye-catching there, beaten a length. And yeah, this is the race where he was beaten as a favourite at $2.70. He keeps grinding away. He finishes third, but I don't know. I just can't entertain the $2.40.
He's short.
Yeah, it's very short. I'm a fan of the horse, really do like him. I was happy to have a nibble at Skyweaker in the race. I thought Skyweaker was very unlucky last preparation. She's a horse who does have a nice turn of foot. She's won 5 from 19. She's been very capable in a previous campaign, so I thought she was a worthy bet in the race anyway.
The one thing about Skyweaker is that whole last preparation, she was flat, did nothing. That was her best run since her win, I think. And I think she won this race last year, or certainly was, you know, it might have been around this anyhow. Yeah. So I thought Grand Rio offered some value here. He was a horse who was beaten 31 lengths in behind Crafty Jess last time, but beat both Woodsman and White Pippi Lad in the Maramara Cup, meets that pure 1 and 6 kilograms respectively better off. I thought as a smoky bet at 20s, Grand Rio.
Let's turn over now to the Fast Track Insurance 1400 race number 4. First leg of a double in place 6 this will be. $3.54 Devise, $3 Love Affair has come up pretty short. Love Affair, fresh up the daughter of Savabeel. This won 3 from 4, and this, Brendan, could be a case of money talks.
She is the goods, Love Affair, and you're right, money is talking here because She was not even the favourite for this race. Bookmakers opened Devise as the favourite, and now it's second favourite, $3. Devise, $3.50, who was quite impressive first up at the same time as well, and who was, you know, you go back through that 3-year-old form, you know, she's right there behind Bonnevale. You know, it's terrific form, but Love Affair is a horse who was 3 from 4 last campaign, was luckless in the time that it did get beaten at Mudda, was just never on the track that day and finished 7th, and had she got any luck she probably would have won the race with the way she'd won her next 2 starts to the races. Look, where does she end up in the run, Aidan?
Yeah, I've got her sort of getting back a little bit. But she does seem to get back and really fly. And that's one thing she does have as a turn of foot. The speed map I thought favoured the Justice League. I had this horse into a nice position, and I thought it was an improver off the third first up at Ellerslie. Look for Devise. Sort of one out, sort of somewhere midfield, I think that.
Let's take a look at Devise's last start win. This was fresh up at Ellerslie over 1,400 metres. Beats home Staccato here, who leads them up. In this sort of grade, look, I'm not going to say it made them look second rate, but would it be fair to say it was somewhat of a surprise with how well she won this, Brendan?
Well, her trial was very soft and very quiet in behind horses, so even though she was unplaced in the trials, she certainly could have finished a lot closer to passing shot in that particular trial at Tiaraha. So I thought it was a nice piece of training from Sean Ritchie to be able to peak for the horse into a nice race, first up at $30,000 on Melbourne Cup Day, and they delivered. She's a class act. She showed that through her 3-year-old season where she was so close behind, you know, one of our best horses, you know, and some would say, you know, with what happened at the awards, our best, you know, in Bonnevale. So you have to really do respect those form lines. I had it a race between both of those horses, Devise and Love Affair, and very keen on Love Affair's chances.
Let's have a look at Love Affair's win at Te Rapa. Here she is coming wide, Aidan. Brendan's already alluded to the fact that she's got the goods, this one. This was back in April, the trial since. What have you made of that?
Yeah, they were trialled up fine. Certainly not tested in that trial in behind Lewis Carroll that day, brought to the outside and did it nicely. But this is what she's capable of. Yes, it was a smaller field and a weaker field than this, but she's a winner. She's won 3 or 4 and she looks to have star quality about her. I'm a big fan of her. I've got her on top here. I agree that Devise is, you know, Group 1, Group 2 and Group 3 place last preparation behind Bonnevale's good form. But I thought the Justice League was in the mix as well.
Yeah, the one thing I did like about that trial of Love Affair, she gets to the outside and she builds nice momentum into the trial and hits the line. And if you watch her just past the line, she's going right past them.
After the line, she's just gone past them and 10 lengths in front by about 200 metres past the line.
That's right. So that's always a good pointer as well when you're ever looking out for horses, especially at trials and even first up a race day if you see horses that are sort of finishing on past the line. And she was doing that in her trial, so she looks like she could be bang on for tomorrow.
Totally agree.
Let's head to the Lone Star Pukekohe, 1,600 metres. A good feed there too at the Lone Star Pukekohe. This is the first leg of the quad.
Oh yeah, is that right? Go there often,
we've got $4.80 for Swister. Coming through $6.50 and $2.20 for what it's worth. I think the $2.20 around coming through to run a hole would be the sort of price I'd be happy to run through.
The first up run had a lot of merit, and he was also campaigned in Brisbane. Went okay too. What, 5th in a was it the Derby? You know, somewhere around there anyhow. So
yeah,
he's a horse who's got definite ability here, and will be an improver out of that first up run. I would have thought markets, interesting. There's my horse out here, 21s. Yeah, it'd be nice to see it go around.
Did you see what he did there? Did you see what he did there? Well, have you got lob the trail? Oh no, you're flying back the inside.
I'll be wearing my little owner's ribbon as well tomorrow.
Aotearoa, easy lead, uncontested lead, slow pace.
Anyhow, Swiss Star goes to the front with Excalibur getting a nice run. Cherry Bay, who's been in good form there, coming through just back a touch with Decades is another decent chance in the race. I don't even think I've got a hair on this horse, but it's enough to claim.
Look, this is a really nice race, isn't it? This is a field where, you know, as you said, Decades was you know, very good this preparation, winning through the Hawke's Bay Carnival. What about this win from Shadows, you know, who comes from a long way back here, and to be able to breeze straight past them. And the other thing you've got to remember is this is the same grade again. Alicia Schwerin rides the horse again, so gets the claim, gets it down to 57 kilograms. That was a very big win by the horse, and certainly got it in the mix. Shadows, number 3, with the way that he's performed there. And also, Stephen McKee, he got himself into the team got into form that day at Te Rapa, and then look what's happened. I mean, the week later they get themselves a win at Group 1 level. It's amazing how things can just turn around so quickly.
There is a big swing though, 3.5 kilograms towards Aotearoa, the stress.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's good of you. Thanks for that. Are you going to back it, Aiden, Aotearoa?
Yeah, I'll just take the winnings from the ownership, I might just get the free beer before the race, although I'm working.
You are working, yes.
Yeah. All right, enjoy the day there tomorrow, gentlemen. Thanks for your help here on the First Call Plus this morning, looking through the undercard out of PUKEKOHE. Some really good racing coming through tomorrow. All of it will be live on TAB Trackside 1 with a preview before the first race. Happy punting.